pain to a guy that's mad. Said, what's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it?
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Houston Texans.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wild card game. Fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jackson on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punter Cook, who sends it away. And this ball is going to be touchdown just shy of midfield.
Over 1st and 10 at the Ravens' 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens 38. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The first carry now. This is Johnson. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He's brought down.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. for Johnson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson looking for the end zone. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. The kick by Fairbairn is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you? And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that.
How did you disappear out in an instance? You got me on driven, revving my piston. swish. Go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Like work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work that.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Houston Texans.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now a man who played high school ball here in LaGrange, Texas, J.K. Dobbins. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now it's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Whitney merciless. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. After the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and forever. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And it's now 3-0 Texans. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn now, following the made field goal, he'll send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. This pass into the arms of Snead. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Complete to Willie Snead.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Jackson, draw play to Dobbins. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
A gain of 16 yards. And a Raven first down.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson towards the end zone for Brown. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
This is going to miss left. I don't think it even got there either. It's no good either way, and this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half. Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Screen play, Johnson. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now, it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
Jackson's pass.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. 2nd and 10, 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. Watson to give. This is Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
To throw on 3rd down. Watson. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. Now Watson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Watson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. They'll run it to Johnson. And boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They run. It's Johnson. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans will extend their lead.
Oh, this is what I love about calling these games. 4th and goal. This is all about leverage, who wants it more, and who's going to get it done at the point of attack, the line of scrimmage.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. That's taken in by Duvernay. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll try to draw here with Dobbins. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. P.J. Hall there to make the tackle.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
3rd down, and 9 yards to go.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Just 21 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. To the air yet again, Watson. And that is incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
9 yards.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in his first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's got room. And he will have a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Watson now to throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Jackson. Brought in left side by Snead. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw. Dobbins. And incomplete here. So a little razzle-dazzle on that one. But they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. From the gun, Watson. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson, and he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
44-yard line.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
They go to Johnson again. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
They're bringing a spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 35 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. But look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
I'm highly favored.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a set, like I run up in the backfield. I just got a set, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it?
How you like it?
I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking.
Like a Viking.
All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I'm in the field like a Panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens cross the border.
Hold up. You know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the hole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety. You boys ain't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
This is Dev B Music.
Hey yo, yeah, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shawty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All the more on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Jay like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that JT finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my sauce. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my socks. Hey yo, Nike check. T-shirt check. Sneakers check. Socks check. Hoodie check. Shorts check. Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shawty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got
chest coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them all on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Going up sky high while I'm rocking Air Force. And she just wanna ride, shorty bad and gorgeous. She was rocking stripes, said it's alright. Then I cut her off, shorty stepped on my off-whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag and racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'm a got a new Prestos and a J's in a way. Got a new wristwatch where they don't take time. Might pull up on a hop if it's talking too hot. And you wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. Well, this my court, got a block on lock. I made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy, water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got chest coming in like a pair of